Gaze into this bottomless, chilling black void where billions of distant stars blink silently like frozen droplets of time. There, at a distance of more than 120 light-years from our cozy Earth, a mysterious giant planet floats in the cosmic ocean. On its dark side, storms rage, while a dim crimson sun rises over the endless expanses of an alien ocean. And right now, as you breathe the air of our planet, something might be waking up there, or may have existed for billions of years, ready to change our understanding of the universe forever.
Today, we are going to set off on an incredible cosmic journey to one of the most intriguing worlds astronomers have ever found. This world is called K2-18b. The name sounds boring, like the kind of code they write on appliance boxes or car parts. But behind these dry letters and numbers lies a real detective story involving humanity's most powerful space telescope, mind-blowing discoveries, and fierce debates among our planet's best scientists.
Let us imagine this world to understand its scale. Imagine taking our Earth and blowing it up like a rubber ball until it becomes nearly 9 times more massive. That is exactly what a super-Earth is. It is much larger than our home, yet smaller than ice giants like Neptune or Uranus. Scientists call such planets sub-Neptunes or super-Earths. For a long time, we had no idea what was happening there because through ordinary telescopes, K2-18b looks like a tiny, barely noticeable dot dashing across the background of its dim parent star, a red dwarf. This star is much smaller and colder than our yellow and hot sun, and the planet itself circles very close to it. 1 year on K2-18b lasts only 33 Earth days. Can you imagine how awesome that is? You could celebrate New Year every month, and school breaks would come around incredibly fast. But the most interesting part began when a cosmic superhero stepped in, the James Webb Space Telescope. This huge instrument, costing $10 billion, was launched into space to peek into the most hidden corners of the universe. And so, the James Webb pointed its golden mirror toward K2-18b. It began catching the rays of light that pass through this planet's atmosphere when it passes between us and its star. It is just like looking at light through a stained glass window or a glass of juice. By the color of this light, you can tell what the atmosphere is made of. And right then, scientists practically jumped out of their chairs in surprise. The telescope's data showed that there is carbon dioxide and methane in the air of this distant planet. But that is not all. There is almost no ammonia in the atmosphere. And this means that we are looking not just at a gas ball, but at a Hycean planet. This beautiful new word was invented by astronomers to describe worlds that are covered by a continuous ocean of liquid water and enveloped from above by a thick atmosphere consisting mostly of hydrogen. Imagine an inhabited island, only backward, a huge, bottomless global ocean that does not have a single piece of land, not a single continent, not a single islet where you could build a sandcastle. Only water, going hundreds and thousands of kilometers deep. If there is water, does it mean there could be life? Oh, this is the most thrilling part. The James Webb Space Telescope detected something absolutely unbelievable in the atmosphere of K2-18b. It noticed faint traces of a molecule called dimethyl sulfide. A complicated name, right? Let us shorten it to 3 letters for simplicity. DMS. Well, on our native Earth, this gas does not just appear out of rocks or volcanoes. On Earth, it is produced exclusively by living organisms. To be more precise, it is released by marine phytoplankton, tiny algae and microbes that live in the oceans. This gas is responsible for that exact distinct salty smell of the sea that we all love to feel when we come to a beach resort. So it turns out that a planet 120 light years away smells like a Earth sea? Could it be that trillions of tiny alien microbes are swimming in that distant and strange ocean right now, enjoying life under the rays of their crimson sun? This would be the greatest discovery in human history. We would finally get a clear answer to the question of whether we are alone in this endless cosmic void. News of this spread across the globe. All the newspapers and websites wrote that NASA might have found a habitable world. People already started imagining fantastic fish and underwater cities.
But in science, things are never that simple. Scientists are meticulous and very skeptical people. They like to double-check everything 100 times. And so, as soon as the first enthusiastic shouts died down, another group of researchers stepped onto the stage. They armed themselves with powerful supercomputers and began building new digital models of this planet. They decided to check whether such a world could actually exist and be comfortable for life.
And this is where the researchers ran into grim cosmic reality. It turned out that Hycean planets have one huge problem. It is their hydrogen atmosphere. To you and me, hydrogen seems like a light and harmless gas, since they use it to make party balloons. But when there is too much hydrogen around a whole planet, it turns out to be a heavy, thick blanket. The atmosphere of K2-18b is thousands of times thicker and more massive than our Earth's air canopy.
Imagine going to bed and covering yourself not with one light blanket, but with 100 heavy down comforters. What will happen to you? You will get unbearably hot and you will start sweating heavily. The exact same thing happens to a planet. Dense hydrogen creates a colossal greenhouse effect. It traps the heat from the star and does not let it back out into space. Computer calculations showed a terrifying picture. The temperature on the surface of this hypothetical ocean could reach 200 or even 300 degrees Celsius. That is much hotter than inside an oven where your mom bakes a holiday pie. Water at such a temperature on Earth would have turned into steam long ago. But because of the unbelievable, monstrous pressure of the atmosphere, this ocean does not boil away. It remains liquid, but it turns into a supercritical fluid. This is a strange state of matter where it looks simultaneously like thick steam and very dense water. If these calculations are correct, then K2-18b is not a paradise water world with warm waves at all. It is a real blazing hell, a giant cosmic pressure cooker in which everything bubbles under wild pressure. No Earth bacteria, algae, or fish could survive there for even a second. They would simply cook. But where did that same mysterious DMS gas that the James Webb found come from then? Skeptical scientists offered their own explanation, and it sounds quite spooky. They believe that under this ocean of boiling supercritical water, there is no solid bottom made of the granite or sand we're used to. The pressure there is so great that at immense depths, the water compresses into exotic types of ice that do not melt even at enormous temperatures. And even deeper lies the planet's mantle, consisting of molten rock. To put it simply, lava.
Volcanoes at the bottom of this raging ocean can spew out huge amounts of sulfur and other chemical elements. Under conditions of monstrous heat and pressure, these elements can combine with hydrogen and carbon all by themselves, without any participation of living beings. That is, this gas is simply the result of the planet's own complex and furious chemical kitchen, not the breath of living creatures. The planet is simply mimicking life, tricking our instruments.
So, does it mean this beautiful fairy tale of an alien ocean is ruined? Do not rush to get upset. Supporters of habitability on K2-18b are not giving up without a fight. They have their own strong arguments. They say that our computer models of Earth do not always work perfectly either, and modeling a planet trillions of kilometers away is an ultra-difficult task in general. First,
We do not know exactly how much hydrogen is in the atmosphere of this planet. If there is a bit less of it, then the blanket turns out not to be so thick. In that case, the temperature on the ocean's surface could be quite comfortable, around 30 or 40 degrees Celsius. That is like warm water in a swimming pool or at the beach on a hot summer day. At such a temperature, life would feel absolutely wonderful.
Second, even if the upper layers of the ocean are very hot, there are always different layers in oceans. Surely there are zones there where conditions are milder. Besides, life is incredibly resilient. On our Earth, scientists find microbes in the vents of active underwater volcanoes where the temperature exceeds 300 degrees, and in the icy lakes of Antarctica under a kilometer-thick layer of ice. They are called extremophiles. These are real superheroes of the microworld who are not afraid of acid, radiation, or terrible heat. Why shouldn't the same tough creatures live on K2-18b?
Right now, a real intellectual battle is going on between the two camps of scientists. Some claim that we are looking at a blazing lava hell covered in boiling broth, while others believe that it is the cradle of a new life we have never seen before. And the most beautiful thing about this whole story is that we will be able to find out the truth in the very coming years. The James Webb Telescope continues its observations. It will peer into K2-18b again and again to gather more data and finally confirm or disprove the presence of dimethyl sulfide.
Whatever the answer turns out to be, it will be grand. If scientists prove that the gas has a biological origin, it will become the greatest moment in human history. We will realize that life is not a random miracle that happened only on Earth. We will understand that the universe is filled with life, that it is waiting for us, bubbling and developing in the most diverse, even very strange forms. And what if it turns out that the planet is lifeless and hot? Well, that is also a mind-blowing discovery. We will learn about the existence of a completely new type of worlds, Hycean planets with oceans of supercritical water that work like giant chemical laboratories. This will expand our knowledge of how the universe is built and how bizarre distant worlds can be.
Every time you look up at the starry sky at night, remember that every little dot is a distant sun around which the same amazing planets can circle. Our universe is full of mysteries, and we are just beginning to crack open the door into this vast and enigmatic world. Every new discovery makes us a little bit wiser and makes us treat our own home, the fragile and beautiful planet Earth, with even greater awe.
Thank you so much for going on this virtual cosmic journey with me. If you liked our story and want to travel to distant stars and unravel the mysteries of space more often, make sure to leave a like on this video. Write in the comments what you think. Is there actually life on K2-18b, or is it just a blazing hellish cauldron? I am very curious to know your opinion. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you do not miss our new thrilling stories. Stay with us and see you next time.